Week 10, upset alerts. How nervous am I for these favorites? Penn State, 8.5-point favorite, huh? They're on the road at Maryland. Well, I got to be real with you. I'm nervous. I'm putting an 8 on this. Now, I know they have throttled Maryland recently. I'm still nervous. Drew Aller on the road is a 48% completion guy, 71% at home. So I got road Drew this week. I got to cross my fingers. It's a Super Bowl spot for Mike Loxley. Maryland has not been hot. They're ice cold. I know all that. It's also a look-ahead spot for Penn State with Michigan on deck. I know that. I'm nervous. It's a survive and advance special for Penn State, kind of like the Indiana game last week. So I'm putting an 8 on that one. The odds to win the Big Ten championship, Penn State has plummeted, obviously, after losing to Ohio State. 8. 8 is my upset alert meter rating on that one. Next up, Virginia Tech. Welcome to the party, by the way. Virginia Tech's at Louisville. This number at FanDuel is 9.5 in favor of Louisville, but I'm putting a solid 7 on the upset alert concern meter here. Now, Virginia Tech's 4-4, which really makes what I'm about to say confusing. They control their own destiny in the ACC because as much as they're a 500 team, only one of those is a conference loss. They're 3-1 in the ACC. They have a better conference record than Miami, better conference record than North Carolina. It's really a crazy world in which we live right now. It's two of the ACC's best defenses. Vatek leads the conference in sacks. They have found something in that dual threat quarterback, and I have some mild to moderate concern for Louisville. So I'm going to put a 7 on this one. When you got those teams where they feel really hot and you can't explain it, like Arizona Diamondback, Texas Ranger, Voodoo, you don't take them lightly. I don't overlook this game. Next up, FSU is at Pitt. First thing everyone should do when I tell you that in November is find your nearest cellular device and pull up the weather apps and just check the weather. I did, so you don't have to. It looks like mid to upper 50s, cloudy, which is like tropical weather grading on the Pittsburgh curve in November. And so I don't think that weather is going to be an issue here. FSU's been locked in. I know you could go back to that BC game. I think the BC game grabbed their attention. And so I say that because that was on the road. That was a long road trip for them. I think they're going to be okay here. I don't have concern. Pitt feels like a little bit of a program in free fall right now. And so I'm gonna put a 1.5. I'm gonna put a 2 on it, but I don't have a ton of concern. I think FSU, even with Miami on deck next week, I think they're locked in right now. They will take care of business. Oklahoma is at Oklahoma State. 10, 10, 10. All across the board, the Russian judge included, 10s. I'm absolutely terrified for Oklahoma. They're a 5.5-point favorite at FanDuel right now. The model, here's the thing about it. The model likes Oklahoma to cover, and it borders on making it a best bet. The model's got Oklahoma winning by 8.75, I think, which obviously crosses some key numbers from 5.5. This is the last Bedlam, and I just don't think the model knows what that means. Oklahoma State 39, 48, and 45. That's how many they've scored recently, last 3 games. They also have found something. And I don't have a good feel at all. I got to be honest with you. I know OU just lost to Kansas. I don't have a good feel at all for this one. High entertainment is what I expect. It's a 10. Like, this is as big an upset alert as you could possibly get. And I can't wait to watch this. Cannot wait to watch it. What about Oregon State at Colorado? You haven't been thinking about Colorado a lot lately, have you? It's a back-to-back road spot for Oregon State. They're favored by 13.5 at FanDuel. Colorado's players got robbed. Their lockers got broken into at the Rose Bowl last week while they were playing UCLA. Allegedly. Also, Colorado's just out of the spotlight now. These are all ingredients for Deion Sanders to spring one on you out of nowhere. I'm putting a 6 on this. That upset alert meter it's peaking a little bit more than I thought it would for this spot. They are 4-4 at Colorado. They need 2 more wins for bowl eligibility. They got, obviously this game, they got Arizona at Washington State at Utah. None of them are easy, obviously. I think they can make some noise this week. I'm putting a 6 on it. I'm not going to go over these, but like UCLA at Arizona is the most slept on marquee game this weekend. UCLA is favored by 3 on the road. I got UCLA going to the Pac-12 championship game in my preseason picks. And so, like, Arizona's red hot right now. Watch that game. Washington's favored by 3 at USC. There are so many once upon a Saturday tour ramifications riding on a lot of these games. Arkansas's at Florida, totally off the radar game. Shamar Stewart out for the year. Florida's favored by 5.5 against a dead-in-the-water Arkansas team. If I had to guess, and that's all I'm going to do, Arkansas could just pull the upset out of nowhere. I have strong upset concerns for that one.